Hello friends, welcome back to the financial predictions that I have for June. I have decided to keep on going with Tesla, and I also have made a prediction chart for the SP 500 index. This is something that someone requested back in the comments a week ago, something like that, so I'm here delivering on that promise. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Tesla does this month of June, because on May it did amazingly well. I mean, it was a spectacular performance. The last days of the last week of May were in very expected fashion, a very volatile correction, just like I told you it will happen right here. But the overall week was very positive. It actually was way better than I originally expected. So for this month of June, what this kind of tells me is that there will be a lot of days where it's actually going to be possibly in range or undecided. Yellow circles always mean range or volatility. When I want something for a clear signal regarding volatility, I always go for either yellow boxes only, circles not. And when you see this pattern right here, for example, on a 17, where you see it's a green circle and a red circle sharing that single day, that almost always guarantees extreme volatility. That case is replicated on the 24th of June right here. Okay, so these are the kind of signals that I go for. Also the red and green boxes, obviously in the corresponding directions of the trend. But those are the actual volatility signals that I always look for when I want to make lots of money or want to be trading with lots of volume in my favor. So the fact that we see many yellow circles is an indicative of many of these days will be undecided and range. So I believe for at least for the, I don't know, maybe for the 12, 13 days of June, it's going to be kind of hard to actually pin down an actual trend. Okay, so the first box right here is a green box, 3 or 4. We're going to see a powerful uptrend. This will continue maybe, if we're lucky, around the 6, but the 6 is a yellow box. So the yellow box is kind of hard to define because that usually means it's going to be volatility, but it's really hard to pin down which direction it's going to go, because many times what does happen is that it will be completely volatile. For example, the day will start in a very powerful uptrend and then following a very significant downtrend right after. Okay, so days where the price goes up and down very violently, and it's going to be kind of really hard to pin down. So these days will be productive, these days could be very profitable, but you have to know what you're doing, and it's going to be something that you need to be prepared for. Okay, after that, we see the next week is going to be possibly also dominated by those days of just like I told you. The only exception could be the 10 or the 11, which could be very volatile, and the other days could be the 12 or the 13, because these days have a clear trend, which is a volatile uptrend around these days. Okay, so I really hope it's a very good week for Tesla, because technically nothing here is in red. Now this doesn't mean there's going to be a lack of corrections for this week, but that means maybe if we're lucky it could be dominated by uptrends. The next week actually has more red circles than green circles, so we see the only green range is around the 16 to the 18. One of these days could be a very volatile uptrend. If I were to say the 17 is the most likely to happen, because you see it's at least on green and on a green box as well, sharing that single day also with the red, but the fact that it's on green kind of supports me. Now after that, the final week could be, well, it's technically not the final day but the final week in a sense, because June will end on the 30th, which is Monday. So technically this is the last full week of June, which could be dominated by the extreme volatility, because you see many of these days in the box and in the green box are shared at least only 26, I believe. So yeah, only one day respectively, but you can see it's going to be a very volatile day, because if it hits the way I'm thinking, it could be something like a full-on correction, then a recovery, and then kind of chills out. Okay, and the final circle is green, so that means Tesla could have a better closing for June than other months. So technically May was not the case. May, I mean, it closed very, very hard with a strong correction on the 30. But it's, like I told you at the beginning, not the actual worst case scenario that I was looking at originally for that week. So maybe June could close a little bit better than this. Who knows? We'll have to see. But yeah, that's all I have for Tesla. And let's take a look at the SP500 chart. Okay, so the index kind of shows. It will be interesting to see what this week has to offer, because there's a massive range from the 2nd all the way to Friday, which one of these days, possibly more than one, is going to be very volatile. But again, because it's on a yellow box, these days are going to be hard to define. Okay, they're going to be kind of undecided. The next week opens also with possibility of volatility, another kind of a big range from the 9th to the 12th of June. We see the possibility of many of these days being very volatile, and one of these, maybe even both, could be very volatile uptrends. If we're actually lucky, we could see, for example, a consecutive green fashion of circles, where you could see, for example, the 12th and the 13th, and maybe even a day prior could be, because the 11 also shows extreme volatility potential. The week after that is possibly going to be one of the worst, because there are no green circles supporting that week. It's mostly dominated by yellow, but there's also this red box from the 18 to the 20. One of these days will be possibly very strong correction. So if I were to say anything that shares the same color is the most likely scenario. For example, the 18 is the one that is fully on the red in the circle and in the box, so that's possibly going to be one of the hardest days. It could extend obviously to the 19 or even the 20, but the 18 could be the start of something really bad for the SP500 around this week. The next one is kind of neutral, I believe. The 24 and the 23 are very volatile, very, very volatile. Single day boxes, which kind of tells me these days will be particular, will be very interesting to see what happens. And the last days of that week could be in range mostly. And finally, the last day, at least for the index, is on yellow. So that means the closing for this month could be, I mean, it will be very hard to actually see a closing in range. That usually never happens. It usually strikes with lots of volatility on the final days. But if we're looking at the 30th of May, it was actually in range. So maybe this can mean it will be similar to that. Okay, but yeah, just like I always, guys, I will keep updating and give commentary every week to these charts. I will give you more information. If you want to see my other predictions, just follow my crypto channel. You like the sports predictions, obviously go to the sports channel, because here I only talk about traditional finance. So follow me on Twitter, on all of my socials, if you want more information. Anything that you want to talk about regarding predictions, you can always write down in my email, and I'll be happy to answer every single one of your questions. So having said that, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.